Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of November 29th. Now Sag, do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Sagittarius, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from somebody, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's go ahead and get right into this for you here. This message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, let's see what we have here for you. And we'll make sure everything is in view and then get right into it. All right. I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Three of Pentacles. So this is a card of potentially teammates, teamwork, the work environment that you find yourself in, colleagues, anything like that going on here. This person is showing, you can't tell, but this person is showing off their work to a crowd of people, to their teammates, to their colleagues, and they're quite proud of it. And, along with that, this is somebody who is a builder of quality work, as you see the mallet, the anvil in the background, and it can be implied that they are also getting rewarded and recognized for doing this work that they are so proud of. And so definitely like to see that for you here on the bottom. Let's go ahead and see what else wants to come forward for you and see what else we have here. So I do feel like some of you are potentially completing a cycle at work. I do feel like maybe, there's this idea of, as we kind of move into eclipse season here, there's this idea of like directional changes that I'm pulling for the collective recently. I may have even said this for you in your last reading, but I see you moving in a new direction here. I almost feel like, there's something going good for you in your material, your work situation, as we get this Three of Pentacles on the bottom. But at the same time, there's like uneasiness in another area of your life. And I think we'll get into more of that as we go along. But let's see what we have here. This is a good reading. In the middle, you have this World card. So this middle card is important. It spills into the rest of the cards. The World is the completion of a cycle. Okay, it is the last card in the major arcana. So you have gone through the entire hero's journey or the fool's journey through the major arcana. And once again, this card implies rewards as you've completed that journey, as you've completed the cycle. So for some of you, you're getting a reward here. And that could be simply a praise from a colleague or a business leader. It could mean that it's coming in the form of a new chapter in your career, in that you're getting a new job or a higher paying job. Could be a new chapter with someone else as well here, as we have this Two of Cups card and the Four of Wands in the future. And so for some of you, you may be starting something new with somebody romantically or even in the workplace going on here. So yeah, lots of different ways. This is one of these readings that I'll be very interested to see how we clarify as we go along, because there are so many different meanings and messages that I'm getting here on the cards. But in the past, you have the Six of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So this Six of Wands is somebody who is being publicly recognized, okay? There's this theme being developed here. As you see, they're going through the procession here. People are cheering them on. And, it speaks of a major win, a major victory. It's the second win in the Suit of Wands, so it's a pretty big one. And, there might be an audience here implied, especially as you have this Three of Pentacles where, you're showing off your work here. In the past, you've had something happening here with other people, maybe in your social circle, or like I said, in your team environment with this Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Like something here, you see these people dancing above the cups. All cups are overflowing. They're celebrating. They're having a good time. And So I almost feel like there's been a period of time where you have really enjoyed yourself here, Sagittarius, and it was well deserved. It was based on some sort of completion, reward, victory, anything like that. And you have this Eight of Wands here in this corner as well, which is, this can also indicate enjoying yourself, but this is travel by air, long distance, like flight, long distance travel. But I think in this reading, this can probably more refer to some sort of quick moving event that brings about good news for you with this Eight of Wands. And I'm really drawn to this direction here that the wands are headed. They're going up. Okay, so the sort of message in this reading is you are moving up, Sagittarius. You are moving up the ranks, moving up in your life, moving up in some way here. And like I said, I think it's well deserved. I think you've worked hard for this. And there's a new direction being formed here for you in your career or in your love life. And I'll get into why. So in your current situation, you have the Two of Cups, the World, and the Three of Swords. So I'm getting sort of mixed messages here. We have this diamond forming, which is not really a pattern that I use often in this reading. It doesn't really have a particular meaning, but for me, it's cycling. Okay, it's like some sort of cycle here. And especially because we have this world being formed in the middle. This Two of Cups is potentially the perfect partner, the perfect union, the perfect romantic connection for you, perfect person, right? And, this could mean that you've been thinking about maybe wanting to get into a relationship with somebody. You may have met them in a social gathering, or they may be somebody in your social circle. Here with this Three of Cups and this Two of Cups, what's kind of throwing me off as the reader here is you have this Three of Swords below. And, this talks about divorce, breakup, separation, anything that really breaks your heart. It doesn't always have to be romantic. The Three of Swords can, for example, being severed from a job. I don't see that happening here because you're having major successes that are just stacking up, piling up on each other here. And so I don't necessarily see that for you. But what I don't love to see is the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords, which is like typically a combination of cheating or a third party situation, something like that going on here. And you have this with the Two of Cups. So the way that I'm feeling here is that either there's somebody that's really good for you that could even be a long-term partner, but maybe under the surface you are still healing from heartbreak of the past. Even though it's in this middle column, it could mean that you are closing yourself off to new connections in love because of something that you are healing from here. Because in this future, you have the Four of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. This Four of Wands is the marriage card. You can see the family here in the ceremony. Things are going well for them. They are celebrating a new part of their life together as a married couple, as a partnered couple. And when I get that next to the Two of Cups, it's always something that I like to see in a love reading because it signifies, like, at the very least, a stable relationship. Even if you're not getting married, it's talking about stability in relationships here with a really good person for you. And so it's like, I do feel like this is possible. And I feel like this Three of Swords is something under the surface, like doubting, like some sort of doubt creeping in, especially as you have this Five of Pentacles here, which is, in this case, I feel like the feeling of being left out in the cold, being unworthy, being like, feeling like you're not enough for this person, for this Two of Cups, for this Four of Wands situation here, this nice combination, especially as you have the Six of Wands as well. Someone catching your eye also, or you catching someone else's eye, or however that goes. And it's almost like you don't feel like worthy of this situation. So what I really feel like the message here is with this Judgment card, some of you may be going back to the drawing board here. You have this cycle that's being completed with the World, but now in the future you have the card that comes before it, which is the Judgment card. And so this is talking about evaluation. What do you need to do to get yourself into a period where you can welcome this perfect sort of union into your life, if that's what you're looking for? So let's see what else we have here. Now, if you're enjoying this, please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already. Very much appreciate you being here, Sagittarius. Thank you for spending your time with me. And you can check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. There's a link to that in the description below, and you can sign up for my email list. So let's see what we get here for you. All right, So you have hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. That recognize your divine worth is really sticking out to me here. So what I was talking about, this strange sort of cycle that feels like it's being completed, which, by the way, I've never picked up in a diamond pattern like that. It's just this, listen, the universe is going to keep giving you the same person until you work through that situation. And I feel like this is what's on the table for some of you, okay? You have Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. And you have, Kali Ma, facing fear, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Are you going to repeat the cycle with the same type of person that hurts you and lets you down, maybe even cheats on you, here with the Three of Swords, potentially? Or are you going to welcome in and embrace this new long-term stable partnership? That's what I feel like is coming in here. You have helpful people that just wanted to come forward, which is interesting as you have the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. You have... ask your angels, what do you need to know about this situation? And you also have, within the next few weeks, and reconsider. You know, you may be like at first saying no, like I don't want to be in a relationship with right now, but you may come to a place of reconsideration here in the future where it's like, man, it's like maybe you're just like, all right, this is a new type of person. This is someone that feels different than what I'm used to. Something like that going on here. So I'm very interested. Let's go ahead and see what we can get here to clarify with some additional tarot cards to see what wants to come forward. All right. Okay, so yeah, you have the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, this person's dependable. Does not matter what gender they are, even though we have this Knight of Pentacles showing up here with the Three of Cups and the King of Pentacles as well, which is both masculine energies, but it doesn't matter the gender. And so this person is dependable. They are hardworking. They are reliable. They may even have achieved a high status in their career. And we can also flip that around and say that this is you as well. Okay, you may have achieved a high status in your career. And you know, a message that I like to give with both the Queen of Pentacles as well as the King of Pentacles is it is not time in love for you to lower your standards, okay? And I don't mean to trigger when I say that, but you've worked hard to be very successful, to achieve this high status with the King of Pentacles, where I feel like you're looking for like someone who has also embodied those qualities, somebody who's also either at a high status or working towards that, or you don't want it at all. And that's what I'm feeling for you, for many of you here with the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Others of you, your manifestation's arriving quickly with the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. It has taken a long time. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady. It doesn't happen right away. But with the Eight of Wands influence under it, it's maybe finally coming around. Wow, we have this Three of Swords coming in once again. Whoa, okay, so we have the world affirming itself there in the middle. The universe putting all the chips on the table, doubling down on its original message here of the world in the middle with that card, saying, you know what? You are seriously in the middle of a massive cycle right now that's coming to a close. Okay, there's one chapter ending and another beginning for you here with the world twice. There's also a massive reward that will come to you if you can break the chain, if you can break the cycle that you've kept going through here, okay? And I feel like obviously there are a lot of career and finance messages on this reading, something to do with reward, praise, something to do with hard work paying off, but there's also this familiar situation coming around up for review for you, where you are saying, you know what, this will be the time where I welcome in somebody who's better for me. And, you know, if you're here for love, that's what I feel like is going on, especially with this Queen of Wands, which is somebody who does not take any crap, okay? Like, try to keep these family friendly, but like this Queen of Wands is somebody who has a lot of suitors. Like, people are very attracted to the Queen of Wands. They do not have a hard time getting into a relationship. The issue with the Queen of Wands is picking that right person. And that's what I feel like for you that you're dealing with here. Okay, so you have this is also you showing up. Doesn't matter what gender you are. You are Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius energy. You have the Six of Cups here. You have the Magician and the Three of Pentacles coming in once again. Okay. The Six of Cups, that person's stopping to smell the roses, as you can see here on the illustration, but they're also thinking about the times of the past. I'm going to just drill the point home a million times. A familiar relationship scenario is the universe is giving you the same person, okay? And there's a reason for this, because it's your challenge to work through whatever's going on there for you at a soul level, to work through so that you can find a better, like a partner that's right for you, okay? If you're here for relationships. If you're here for work, the Magician is the best card to get if you're manifesting something. Some of you absolutely are. With this double Three of Pentacles here, the Judgment, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands, the World, a chapter ending, another beginning, something big on the horizon for you that you've been looking for, especially as you have this Ten of Cups here, which is a total fulfillment, windfall of happiness, good times, good vibes, good energy, good family situations, abundance, so many good things here on this reading. It's just be mindful at this time, Sagittarius, that you are not repeating a pattern, okay? Let's see what else we have. It's time to face this fear that you have here. Maybe for some of you it is a fear of being alone. Okay, so you have imprisonment, message, lovers, yep, poverty, concern, and coffin. So I don't read coffin as an ending, okay? I really don't. I do read it as an ending. My apologies. I read coffin as an ending. I do not read it as death or dying. And so what you are doing is you are ending the old habit pattern, or the old pattern that has not worked for you. You're welcoming in a new one, okay? One that's healthier, one that's going to align with you and where you want to go. You're keeping those thoughts positive. And yeah, you're cutting through doubt, I feel like, okay? No more being imprisoned in a scenario, no more feeling like you're less than or there's not enough. That's all changing. And especially as we pulled this change card. So yeah, love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. And check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list there. Very grateful to the people donating down below as well. And I will see you in the next one.